Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another drugstore foundation review because I really wasn't too happy with the L'Oreal Cushion Luminous Cushy one. I decided to go back to the drugstore and get a different kind just because I was figuring I might as well try other foundations while I'm at it. So I decided to go ahead and get the CoverGirl plus Olay, the Simple Ageless foundation, and I got the color 260 Classic Tan, I believe this one was. It's really hard to tell only because of that white strip in there. I've never worked with a foundation that has that white primer in it already. So apparently they have 12 shades. I decided to go with this one because I thought it was the closest to my skin tone. But then again, yeah, I've never had this foundation or even anything similar to it. So I don't know if that white is going to change the color of the foundation. But we shall see. It does claim to be ageless. So I guess it would cover wrinkles and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I hope you guys are interested and stay tuned for the demo and me applying it. Yeah, if you guys really like these sort of drugstore foundation reviews, please let me know down below. And I am planning on doing some more in the future, but for now I wanted to go ahead and get that because I wasn't really happy with the cushion one. So if you haven't checked out that video, you can go ahead and check that one out first if you would like, and then come back to me and go ahead and check this out. Or you can subscribe and make sure you hit that notification button so that you guys can know when I upload a new video. But enough rambling, let's get right into the demo. So first things first is let's talk a little bit about the packaging. It does feel like it's a hard plastic acrylic type of material, and it's an unscrew. The foundation does look like this. I did play with it a little bit, so I did smear it a little. And then it comes with this little screw type compact on there, and then it has this little cushion right here that has it either looks airy. No, it's like little perforated little bumps on there. I don't know why. I guess it's just to hold your pad, I guess, in there. But one thing I do want to say is that I don't see a mirror in here. There might be one underneath this lid. Nope, no mirror or anything. So that's sort of a little depressing because you want to be able to use your compact to apply your makeup. So enough with the rambling. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to put this side on with a brush, and I'm using my Morphe M439 brush, a big old kabuki brush. I'm going to smear it in there and then sort of paint on this side, and then I'll do my beauty blender on this side. One thing I'm going to say is that it doesn't have a bad smell. It has pretty pleasant smell. Ooh, a pretty pleasant smell. I did prime my face with moisturizer, and I used my professional primer on my face, so we shall give it a whirl. I'm going to go ahead and go in and just start swirling some of this guy on. And I need a mirror. Let's go ahead and just pick up a mirror here. It's really weird that I don't have a mirror so close by. Usually I have my big old mirror here, but I was using it to do my hair and it's still in my bathroom. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Mandy palette because you know that one has a huge mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the foundation on one side, and we are gonna see how I like it. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do my my brush on this side just so you guys can see it. Now remember, I do have a lot of freckles, and that is one of my big issues that I like to cover. It doesn't really say if it's full coverage, or it doesn't even talk about the finish on it. So I guess we're just gonna have to try it out. So I went ahead and loaded my brush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pack this on. To tell you the truth, I don't see much coverage there. Well, I mean, it's covering a bit, but let's go ahead and pick up some more. You know, I am a full coverage type of person, and I do like full coverage. So let's try out some more. It has a very wet feeling, like it's very wet, like really, really wet. I'm gonna go ahead and smear this all around. Can you guys see? It has a bit of tingling going on, which is weird because I don't really like that in a foundation. All right, now let's go in with the Beauty Blender on the other side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smear my Beauty Blender in there. And let's go at it at the other side here. Now, one thing I'm gonna say is I like the coverage that the Beauty Blender gives, only because you're sort of patting it on, you're not really swiping it on. So I'm liking the application with the Beauty Blender. I'm not really too happy with the coverage on it, but it may be because I don't have the right shade for me. It does have a really wet feeling, and we necessarily can't blame that on the Beauty Blender, only because I did put it on with the brush first and it had the same exact feeling. I'm just picking up some more product. Some more product. Okay. So I'm gonna let that dry off a little bit, and then I'm gonna put another coat of the foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out a little bit just so you guys can get like the true color once my light adjusts. Okay, so I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put another layer on, and I'm gonna put it on with the Beauty Blender on one side, and then the brush on one side and the Beauty Blender on the other side, and we're gonna go ahead and try it out and see how I like it after the second coat. All right. So now that we have the foundation on, I am gonna say it is a little dewy, or a little wet, I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and set this a little bit with some mineralizing or max mineralizing powder and the color Deep, just to sort of set the foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and just use a real big fluffy Real Techniques brush, and I am gonna go ahead and set it just to see how I like it. It still has a bit of a dewy feel, even with the powder on it. And quite a bit of a transfer, like to my hand. I can see it on my hand. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's okay. I wouldn't give up my the L'Oreal Paris Infallible and the Maybelline Dream Velvet. I do mix them together, and I'm really quite happy with the results that I get from these two. Well, after I mix them together. But I must say it's not a bad foundation. So I'm not really too familiar on how much it costs. I believe it was like $15 or $16 for this guy. And I do think that they have about 12 shades available. Again, maybe I don't have the right shade. It does look a little dark once it's already on. It didn't really cover my beard down here. It did cover quite a bit of my freckles, but I can sort of still see some of them shining through. And let's see if we can powder that a little bit more. Yeah, I still see it. Now that was with the brush side. This is with the Beauty Blender side. I do see a bit more coverage with the Beauty Blender side. So if you are gonna get this foundation, I highly recommend that you get it with, use it with a Beauty Blender. And yeah, I mean, it does claim to say that it would improve your skin by within 52 weeks. But again, who wears foundation for that long or sticks to the same foundation for that long? Well, probably people do, but I don't. That's just, I can't. Because by the time you try to find it again, it's already probably gone. So now that I'm looking at it, it's not a bad foundation. If I had to use it, I definitely would, and I would definitely set it with some heavy full coverage type of powder just to make sure that everything is nice and covered. And then again, I'm not using any kind of concealer right now. This is just the foundation and a little bit of mineralizing powder. I must say I would probably give it a 2 thumbs only because I can work with it. It's not what I would go into the store and buy, but if I had it, I would be able to use it. So if it's something that you guys are not really covering, you know, a lot of discoloration or pores and things like that, this probably would be really good for you. Or even if you had like wrinkles, I would really like to try it with someone who had a lot of wrinkles just to see, because my skin does look very smooth with it on, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would give it 2 thumbs up, I guess you would say. And yeah, it's not bad. I would probably use it again if I had to. I'm not gonna let it go to waste, but I am gonna definitely use it for one of those if I run out of all my other stuff type of thing. Again, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys like to see these kind of videos, please remember to leave that comment down below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into another video soon. See you guys there. Bye.